So in our last video, we discussed that Fed is going to be deciding what the next tax rate is going to be. It is 75 BPS, breaking that after 1994. Things are getting very bearish in the economy. Recession is just looming and seems very possible. Though our politicians around the world are saying it's not going to be coming, but it's getting very likely. The chances are just very high. Situations in the market aren't looking ideal right now, but it's one of the best opportunities to make that big wealth right now, because recession, high inflation always bring bigger opportunities in the market, and cash becomes king, and Bitcoin will always remain the king. So let's get into the details today, see what's in store for us. First thing first, let's get into the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin is right now taking support from $20,550. Looks very interesting. A lot has been happening in the market. A quick waterfall where the market came into these ranges, and now we're beginning to get sideways, quite similar to how we got sideways in this range, having quick upside then downside and just remaining in a channel. Now we're beginning to feel the same movement of price action here. So likely chances are market can dump, and if you look into our lower BB, it is around $16,163. That looks very bearish. That will also get us into 2017, 2018 and all our previous highs. We've had this sentiment around Bitcoin that Bitcoin never goes back to its previous high from the last halving and bull cycle. Are we gonna change all this, given the fact Bitcoin has only experienced 3 to 4 bear markets? Anything is possible. Anything should be possible right now. It is still a very new asset. It's a new asset class, cryptocurrencies themselves. So anything is possible right now. I would want to keep all options available right now. If we get into our RSI, we did have a divergence here. We saw a quick downside. Now another divergence is forming in this scenario, so likely market would remain on this weekend in this range. We might experience some kind of volatility towards Sunday, because Sunday's closing is going to be very important. Now that weekly closing is going to give a lot of directions. Now we get onto the ETH chart. On the 4 hours, similar range, similar price action, not much happening. We are also forming divergences on Ethereum. Overall price structure looks very bad for ETH. It's just trading just roughly around $1,100 to $1,000. It's very sad. NFTs are crashing. Overall, the whole ecosystem built around Ethereum is crashing right now. It's very bad and sad times, but it's also giving a lot of people opportunity. NFTs volume has increased over the last 24 to 48 hours. People realize this is also a best time to get into NFTs, buying them, because ETH is just valued around $1,100 to $1,000. This could be the best opportunity to get some big projects that were worth millions of dollars in the last few months, and now they are going to be very cheap to ape into. Let's get into Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance looks very interesting right now. Waterfall came down very quickly, taking support right now from 45.18%. We wanted to see a quick upside to 49.2%. We failed to do so. A pullback is right now in place. Another upside coming on Bitcoin's dominance, heading higher, so we can have a confirmation from our Bitcoin's dominance cycle relationships that we are going to be now moving on to the third phase. But time is only going to tell. We have to be very careful. Let's get into the USDT's dominance. USDT's dominance right now has been sideways in this range of 8.43%. We want to bring this down, have a quick downside. The waterfall that we are seeing on Bitcoin's dominance, we want to have that on USDT's dominance. That will make things very good, and that will also signify that the bottom that we all are waiting for right now in the markets is in. DXY had a quick downside. Now it's having a bounce, but overall we need this to come down similarly to what we are seeing in USDT's dominance. That will just bring us an ideal confirmation in this market that now we are getting closer to the bottom. Let's get into the Bitcoin bullish and bearish chart. On the daily time frames, we are taking support from our lower BB, which is around $19,693. We have achieved all our bearish scenarios except for Thanos zone. Thanos zone is going to be very important. Once the market comes there, he's going to snap his fingers, and the retail that's left in the market is also going to leave the market, and likely that's going to be coming once we hear more about what the Fed is going to be doing in the coming few months. Overall, there is a chance for us to have a relief bounce to bring the market back above the critical zones, but we're gonna wait and see exactly what happens and how these things play out. Right now I am preparing myself for the Thanos zone, and then the range we are trading and building right now is around $18,000, $17,000, $16,000. Like we saw on the 4-hourly chart, it's getting very intense. If we get into the ETH bullish and bearish chart, there's a lot of red candles on the daily time frames too in the past days. Now we are expecting a retest of the critical level, which is around $1,213. Our lower BB is at $853, just in that range of the Thanos zone, which is around $813. Looks very bearish. All our bearish scenarios here were completed. We're waiting for the Thanos zone to come into play. This is going to be very unfortunate if Ethereum goes around $800 to $600. That will be bringing it back to its previous highs. Let's get into gate.io and look into the big data. Extreme fear today is at 9. Yesterday we were at 7. Extreme fear there. Global data long and short ratio, 56.46% people long positions in 24 hours. 1 hour looks even 56 to 43%, but our block trades look very bearish right now. 58.34% people in short positions in 24 hours. 1 hour is about 87.15% people in short positions. Funding rate for BTC and ETH are negative. Market sentiment is neutral for both, while TRX is on sell and other coins are on neutral. So interesting stuff going on right now. And we get into crypto bubbles on the hourly time frames are looking very good. They are green, but most of them aren't seeing any good upside. It's about 1%, 0.9%, not much happening. We want to see them big gains, so them big gains will be around 5%, 10%, or even higher. If you move into the daily frames, the daily is showing about 8.5% upside on EGLD, 8% on HNT, SafeMoon about 28%, but all these coins haven't shown that momentum going upwards that we should get bullish for them. So I would still ignore and avoid altcoins right now. Once the market lateralizes, once BTC and altcoins lateralizes, then I would look into all the altcoins. Let's get into the news. So the first chart I want to share you guys from the Root Rational shows that we're getting very close to building that bottom after each halving cycle. So looks very interesting, very likely we might do it. This was the 2018 bottom, this was the 2014 bottom. So there's a very good chance around 20k could be the floor. Only time is gonna tell that. It's very difficult to speculate and predict right now. Next up, Biden says that the recession is not inevitable. US housing starts falling 14.4% in May. The actual forecast was about 1.7, it went to 1.4, not good. And US jobless claims fall to 22900 last week. Estimated was about 21500. That doesn't look good. And Goldman Sachs, we expect a 75 BPS hike at the July meeting, 50 BPS at September, 25 BPS at November, and 25 BPS at December. I remain bearish in this market, seeing all the statistics I shared with you guys, the chart data. Things aren't looking very good. We have to be prepared at least for a week around $17,000-$17,000 on BTC. If that doesn't happen, hopefully a quick upside comes into the market. So that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you do, smash the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Take care, guys. I'm gonna be back here soon.